I don't even know how I'm gonna start this. It's been a while, Curtis.
Why don't you just write it out?
No, I know. What's up, everybody? Thanks for clicking on the video. I really appreciate the support, guys, as always. Today I have something very special for you guys. I'm going to be reviewing the entire collection of the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figure set. I'm super excited because I have them all here and I have the beautiful turtle lair. It doesn't even fit in the frame. They're still like 2 feet above here. I'm just telling you guys this right now. My favorite part about all of this is the detail right here, but they are arcade cabinets. And on the screens here, you see snapshots of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game, the arcade game for the Nintendo Entertainment System. So you can have your Ninja Turtles playing their own game. That kicks show. Alright guys, if you want to watch an unboxing of the action figures and the turtle lair, as well as watch me build this sucker, I'll leave a link in the description to a video on the YTV YouTube channel. Alright, let's jump to April here, guys. Yes, she looks completely different than what you guys are used to. I'm gonna start right off the bat. Alright, I really dislike this baseball bat. No, it's not the baseball bat that I dislike. The grip on her hands is just too soft. You can move those hands and squish them in pretty well. If you're gonna play with her like this, like the bat's gonna fall out, no problem. You know what, I'm just gonna throw the bat away. Her articulation is pretty good. She has the pelvic joint, the knee joint, shoulder joints, elbow joints. Now she doesn't have twisty wrists. Paint job, very well done. I am a big fan of all the paint jobs on these turtles. And all the little details, especially her eyes particularly, I think are really, really well done. The sculpting of the figure itself is really nice as well. Details of her baggy clothing. I love her hair with the sunglasses up top. Very cool. The accessories that she did come with are this bat here, which is a complete piece of junk. It is so heavy, and her hand grip is so poor that it doesn't actually stay in her hands. Now besides that, she comes with this cute little pet. Alright guys, now we're gonna move on to Master Splinter. Let's take a look at this big guy. Now he's completely different, like absolutely bizarre. Now he may not look like a ninja master, but let me tell you, he kicks some serious shell in the show. Now one of my favorite things about this figure is his cane. With it you can actually pull it out and reveal the sword blade right there. It looks great. Not too much articulation. You can't really move his legs. I don't even think you can move his legs at all. Nope. And you can't even move his tail. So it's he's pretty stationary. He can't really do much but stand there and just like, yeah, go Turtles, go Green Machine. Great paint job, nice details. His gi, his cloak looks fantastic. The sculpture itself, it's as detailed as I'd want it to be. Hey, look, actually, the tail can move. The tail can move. The Origami Ninja. Looks awesome. I am a huge fan of this figure, except for one tiny little gripe, and that is his feet. I don't know why they resorted, as in the sculptor, resorted back to that disgusting 1990s pose of a foot. That angled foot that everyone hates. That's the issue with why they can't stand up properly unless they're in that perfect position like they are now. Sculpture-wise, I love the way his shoulder blades look. I love the costume. The sculpture is fantastic. The mask, I think, is fantastic. Does have that foot soldier look, that foot soldier feel to it. As far as we know, Shredder's not in the show, but that's a foot soldier logo. Articulation-wise, he is actually very loose out of the box. Makes his standing and his posing that much more difficult. Now, the Origami Ninja does not have the ankle pivots, nor do they have the knee joints. Now, their arms are limited in movement because of their shoulder blade, but that's fine. They do have a elbow joint as well, and you can rotate their wrist. Weapon-wise, he does have a sickle or a kama, and they come with shurikens. They come with quite the amount. I have tons of shurikens. Alright, and now we're gonna move on to Baron Draxum. Where do I start with this? He looks crazy, right? He has these shoulder blades that are like origami beasts. He also comes with these face hugger looking things. Lots of details in the midsection here. Lots of details in the mask. The back is nice. I do love his little cape thing here. Even his gauntlets look really great. Lots of texture, lots of spikes. And his legs are very interesting. They're like hooves, like beast hooves. And I just love his mask. And his hair. I mean, I think he just looks like a cool villain. Cool Ninja Turtle baddie. Paint job is fantastic, very simple, very green, black, dark, bad guy-ish. He does have interesting articulation. The knee, I don't even know if he has a knee. I don't know what that is, but it bends forward. It almost looks like it's not supposed to bend that way. Can't even really move his legs side, like I can't even pull his legs out much. I can a little bit, but I'm afraid I feel like I'm gonna break it. Like he can't even move his head. You could like move his head a little bit. I don't know if that's supposed to happen, but his arms can move up and down, and he does have elbow joints. Okay, my favorite. We're gonna move on to meat sweats. Oh, see, it's the pose. Just doesn't work. He doesn't want to stand. His legs are just too soft. I need some sticky tack. You shouldn't need sticky tack for a toy, just saying. Now here's Meat Sweats. He's an amazing looking figure. So let's start with the sculpt. The sculpt itself is amazing. I love the way he looks. Chunky, muscly. I love his little apron here, very cute. If I were to have a villain or a character with a special weapon, it would be a meat tenderizer. I think it's pretty awesome. The accessories that Meat Sweats does come with, let's pull this off. You can pull his arm off like that, and then attach like this chunk of meat. I think it looks pretty interesting like that, but I do prefer him with the gauntlet instead. The sculpt on his face looks really good as well. Love the paint job on this, very colorful. Love the blues, I love the pinks, complementary yellows. I love his hooves for feet. I think they look super cool. He has no problem standing, like every figure should. Now let's move on to articulation. Articulation, he doesn't have that much. He has the waist pivot. His legs don't really move much. He's very limited because of his gut, but he can kick backwards, like a pig or something. He has fists of fury and a mallet. That's all you need. Now I love the little zits and moles that he has on his belly and all over his arms. That's Meat Sweats. All right guys, let's move on to the actual turtles. Here we go. And we're gonna start off with, it's tough. This is a tough call. I'm gonna go with Michelangelo. Second favorite turtle overall. Yep, he just eats pizza, like me. He does not have nunchucks. None of the turtles in the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles uses their original weapons. He has this thing. Now I've seen this weapon used in action. It's pretty awesome. Now he does actually have other weapons. They're essentially broken nunchucks. They weren't designing these figures to hold weapons or anything. The sculpt for Michelangelo is fantastic. Now every turtle in the show is completely different from one another regarding what kind of turtle they are. For example, Michelangelo is a box turtle. He's very tiny. Now every turtle does have their emblem, the T emblem, the turtle emblem, attached to their belt. All of their logos are T with their color. What's great about Mikey's personality in the show is that he's an artist. He does love tattoos. The figure does come with these tattoos and placed him on his skateboard, placed him on his shell, which fell off because the glue isn't really the best. Totally deck out his shell. And in the cartoon, he decks out his shell with different tattoos and artwork as well. He tags everything. Now we're getting into the really, really nice articulation. Starting with the legs, you do have the up and down ankle pivot. You can spin the ankle left and right and go up and down. So that's pretty cool. You do have the knee joints. The pelvic movement is there as well. So you can move these turtles pretty freely. Shoulders, yeah, you can move them up and down. You can't really go too far up. And they do have a fantastic elbow joint and a wrist joint. You can move their head a little bit. Paint job, orange everything, yellow shell. Now one of the coolest accessories Michelangelo does come with is a skateboard. Yes, he does actually come with a skateboard. That's it for Mikey. Nice figure overall. He's good, he's good. Donatello, very cool looking action figure. I'm very happy with the way he turned out. Now let's start off and get into the sculpt here. He's very nicely done. Everything about him looks very Donatello-esque. The knee pads themselves look very advanced, technologically advanced, unlike Michelangelo's, which look like round knee pads. These almost have like a robotic look to them. Everything is falling out of their hands because their hands are a complete joke, except when you hold them like this. Now we have a little cool techie belt here, arms here. He has some kind of like robo or maybe like a monitor, a scanner for a gauntlet here. Cool little bandana that is very different than Michelangelo's bandana. In this shot here, you can see lots of details. His spine, you can see like a ribbed cage here. And that is because this particular turtle is a soft shell turtle. And because he's a soft shell, one of his accessories is actually a hardened shell. He basically made a shell for himself, right? So you just attach that onto the back, and now he has a little bit more armor. So, and on top of this, you could actually, in the show, he attaches a drone to his shell so he can A, fly, and this drone device also opens up as a platform so that April can ride on him as he's flying. So she's literally just like flying on his shell like this. Even the shells themselves are cool. Michelangelo has a completely different looking shell. His bow staff is okay. It's different. It's not like a straight regular bow staff, right? It does have a spear tip on the end there. Now one of the accessories that he does come with is this purple staff. It's the same staff on Purple Fire. I like the thin plastic, the transparency plastic, so that if you shine a light through it, it kind of gives it a nice little glow. This Donatello is perfect. I think he looks great. Paint job is fantastic. Purple everywhere again. Okay, who is next? Who is next? It'll have to be Leonardo. He is very different. He is no longer the leader in the TV show. He's the trickster. He has a little attitude to him. The figure itself is pretty cool. You'll notice right off the bat by looking at him, he has 2 red dashes above his eye. Well, that's because he's a red-eared slider turtle. The turtle that the original turtles were based off of. He only has 1 sword, 1 really bent and crooked out of shape sword. Sculpt-wise, he looks great. Shell looks completely different than the other turtles. I do love his belt and the strap, very classic Leonardo. You can see the emblem right here on his belt buckle. All right, we're gonna flip to the back of him here. Another big pouch here, and a little spot on the back of his belt here where you can actually stick his sword somehow. I don't know how the heck it's supposed to go on. The figures themselves look beautiful. I'd rather just have the turtles without weapons. I think they look just as neat, if not cooler. Like a styled shell. I don't know. It doesn't look like a turtle shell at all regarding the texture, but that's cool. The shell on the front looks freaking dope. I love that shell on Leo. Paint job, green, blue. That's all you need in Leo, and the red for the slashes above his eyes. Besides the belt, I mean, you don't see much blue anywhere else. You got the bandana, you got the belt, and you'll notice that the bandana here is more of the traditional Ninja Turtle bandana, just like Michelangelo's was. Hands are messed up, could barely hold anything, you know, like they just fall out. Accessory-wise, Leonardo does come with a cool magic skateboard and his sword, which I love. I love this sword. It's the same sword as the other one, only this is like lit with magic fire. Look at that, it's so cool. Again, with that thin blue plastic, so any kind of light makes it look really nice going through. You can see right through it. The plastic doesn't feel cheap. You can bend the fingers, but that's cool. That's actually one of the issues with them, is you can bend the fingers. Wish you couldn't. I love him. Leo's still my favorite turtle. We got Raphael here. He is my favorite turtle in the show. I think he's awesome. I love the idea that Nickelodeon made him the leader in the series. Leonardo is no longer the leader. It is Raphael. He is a massive, massive turtle. We all have a little bit of each turtle in all of us. I was never a big angry Raph guy. You can actually see a lot of details on him. Here, let me actually put his weapons in his hands. In his terrible hands, he does start off with size in the show. He does inherit the tonfas. And I am totally cool with that. The hands are bizarre because they're kind of like an open hand grip, like this, opposed to this, which turtles should have this and not this. So it does look a little weird when he's holding the tonfas, I'll give him that. Now you're probably thinking, whoa, what's with all the sharp edges and the shell is so spiky and he's massive and it almost looks like he's a snapping turtle. Well, that's because he is a snapping turtle. I love that they made him a snapping turtle. It actually adds to that hot-headedness of Raphael. Some details, some wraps around his ankles here, wraps around his hands. Detail on the shell is phenomenal. I do love all that detail. Look at that, it's so cool, so spiky. Like, this is a wrap you wouldn't want to mess with, you know? He's big, he's bulky. He does, in the show, he does have massive, I shouldn't say massive, but he does have spikes on his shoulders. I do love the pointy shell over here. I love the detail, I love the bandage. that you would see on a Raph. On every Raph, there should be a bandage or like a stress mark on his head or something, you know? But yeah, here's the turtle emblem. In the show, when Raph uses his tonfas, basically ignite his entire fist. So they're like super mega power fists. Again, they all look good without weapons in their hands. So if you're gonna play with them without any weapons or pose them. I mean, I don't play with toys anymore. His bandana, very reminiscent and spot on to the next generation Ninja Turtle line. I just love how big and bulky he is. Like, he's massive. I love that compared to Donnie. Paint job wise, he's pretty Raffy. The elbow pads are cool. They are spiked as well. I think they nail Raphael. That's why I think he's actually the best turtle figure that they have right now for this line. So for articulation, he has the ankle joints, like every other turtle. Knee joints as well. The pelvic joint, he could actually move a lot more freely than the other turtles, which is great. Shoulders, he can't really move too far up because his shoulder blades are so big. Spinning wrist joints, that's good. That's what you need. His head, you can't really move much just because his shell is so big and in the way. You can move it left and right, and that's about it. I just love the detail on his face. Evil, smirky grin. I love his eyes. I love everything about this figure. So that's about it for Raph. Cool turtle. Alright guys, there you have it. A little look into the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toy line by Playmates. Now if you guys are wondering how much these figures cost, they're about 10 bucks each at Walmart. Overall, beautiful paint job. I love the way they look. Bright, colorful, very kid friendly. Very happy with the way these turtles looked and turned out. Again, minus their hands. These are action figures and accessories are a big part of them. And if you can't have ninja figures holding weapons, ninja weapons, what's the point, right? I know, you're agreeing with me, I get it. I can't see you, but I know you're shaking your head, you're like, that guy's right. Now the Ninja Turtle layer does cost, I believe it's $179, so you're looking at like a $200 playset here. And I can't wait to play with it when I get home, unless I leave this at my work desk. I'm going to not do any work for the rest of time. With all that being said, guys, let's check out the turtle layer. Alright, so like I said earlier, my favorite detail about this playset is the arcade cabinets right here. And I just love how you can actually see the arcade game on the screens. I think it is hilarious. So let's just grab a turtle. Let's grab Donnie. Let's put him there. Let's put him there. And let's get Mikey. He'll play the arcade, you know. I guess their hands are in like the arcade position. And let's get let's get Leo here. We'll put him on the arcade as well. And Raph is just too chunky, so he's going to watch Donnie play. Now there's this little basketball net here, guys, where if you just push down, it actually reveals like a door. So if you slam dunk, I guess it just, whoa, action time. We're going into to action mode. Hide the arcades. Don't let the bad guys know that we have arcade cabinets from the 90s. As you can tell, there is a cool little trigger system and a door here. Hold on to the back here. I'm gonna hit this red trigger and watch what happens. Boom, shoots out a barrel. Yes. Shoots out a little barrel of oil or whatever ooze. Okay guys, so the next detail here, we're gonna look at this little grate in the wall here. You can tell there's something behind there, right? You can tell there's something behind there. So I'm gonna stick my hand back in the back here. I'm just gonna pop this gun out like this, and it actually has a little firing mechanism where it fires a little torpedo. It's pretty awesome. I don't even know what it is. It's like a giant bug or something. It's cool. It has a little force on it, a little spring action. Let's play for a sec here. Let's see if we could knock out this guy here. Oh no, it's Baron Draxum. Oh no, it's Baron Draxum. He's in the turtle lair. Shoot him, guys. Oh, he's down. Woo, turtle power. And next up, we do actually have a gym, like a bench press for Raphael, most likely. And it's underneath this awkward to access gate. The design for this part is a little weird and wonky, but it's right there. It's awesome. So let's put Raph on the bench press. Oh, by the way, there is a barbell. We'll just rest Raph on there. There's a little trigger back here. So I'm gonna hit the trigger and check out what happens right here, guys. And bam! Oh, it launches Raphael right onto his shell. Moving on. Alright guys, so the next feature we have is this little balcony right up here. Let's put an Origami Ninja up there. He entered the turtle lair and he is after, oh my god, the feet. So we are gonna use Meat Sweats. This is a little trap up here, guys. Oh no, Meat Sweats, he's in the turtle lair. I'm Donatello. And he fell out way too soon because of that. Baron Drax it is. He's the only one that could really hang out up there, or maybe not. There's a little button right up here. All you gotta do, Donatello, is jump on the button and release him. That's what happens. You hit the button and the entire balcony goes and Baron Draxum is washed away in the sewer. Next detail. Alright guys, so the next detail is a simple skateboarding ramp. And I'm pretty sure everyone watching knows exactly how a skateboard ramp works. But I'm gonna demo it because I like playing with toys. Here we go! Michelangelo going down the ramp. Woohoo, cowabunga dude! And I'm gonna get you! Oh, that's it. Next detail. So this next detail might be a little hard to see, but it's just a swinging door. It's cool. It has a little skateboard attached to it, so it's like a bank door. It has a cool little lever here. It's not really an action-y feature, it's a door. It's a door that leads to a slide. To do that, I am gonna have to spin this bad boy around. There's a sweet little slide. Mikey, open the door. There you go. Oh, look, a slide, guys. Oh, I need to get to the second level. I can't jump because, I don't know, I'm not a ninja, whatever. So, yeah, let's take a slide. Woo! He's now on the second level. But hey, there's another trap. So there's a little valve, like a water valve or something. And if you spin it, it does release the manhole cover that whoever goes down the slide lands on. So I don't really know how to show this. So here, I'll show you the twist. Just like that. On to the next feature. This feature is a boring barricade. That's it. I think it just spins. Looks like there's a weapons rack of some sort here. I don't know. That's it. Yep. This is a ladder to get to the other level. Next feature. Yes, basketball nets. Really squeaky basketball net. It doesn't do anything. It just does that. Next. So these next features are actually basically the last features on this entire playset. And it's very simple. You know what? To be honest, the board up here looks so beautiful. The artwork is insane. The detail with the brick walls, the light, the sign, just the background, just the paint job. It looks so nice. I love it. Now we got a little cute fire hydrant here. We got a little restricted area barricade here as well. And this fire hydrant, if you shift it around and spin it, you'll notice that this piece, this ramp, this slide, if you will, kind of spins as well. Up top, if you slide this by that way, there's actually a manhole cover up here. Open the manhole cover, slip the turtle in there, or hey, if it's April visiting, Splinter, Foot Soldier. Yes, it's just a manhole cover to get into the sewer. It's pretty awesome. Alright guys, well that wraps up the review of the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figures and the turtle lair. Now I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed playing with these toys. They are a blast. I do love this entire massive set, and it's taking up half the frame right now. It's like slowly consuming me, as the turtles have over the last 30 years. If you haven't done so yet, please do yourself a favor and go watch Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the Nickelodeon YouTube channel. I will leave a link in the description so you guys can access it no problem. The episode is 22 minutes. Guys, it is an amazing, amazing show. If anything, you'll love the art style. Trust me on this one. Guys, if you like this video, throw a ninja star at that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, unboxing, video game reviews, don't forget to ninja kick that subscribe button. Hey, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you know when I upload a new video. Now I gotta take this home somehow and put it somewhere. I don't know where to put it. I don't even know how I'm gonna get it home. I honestly have no idea. I'm not breaking it up. You know what? I'm probably just gonna leave it in the office. Yep, probably just gonna play with this. And people are gonna hear things like, oh no! Oh, what are you doing? Oh no, Baron Drax, oh! Meat Sweat's gonna destroy all the turtles, and then I'm gonna sweat all over you because my name is Meat Sweat. Meat Sweat. Apparently, I'm an adult.